One more time. Thank you. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, One Man, Three Hearts, and I want to welcome you back to another live. I'm so happy to be here with all of you. I hope that you're having a wonderful week so far. My name is Christoph, and I want to welcome all of our OG Heart Train passengers, our subscribers, and of course our members and our new viewers who are joining us for the very first time tonight. Welcome to tonight's SPF Live Self, Priority, and Freedom. I'm really excited to get into tonight's discussion, to share with all of you guys, and to also hear from you about how you prioritize yourself on the way to victorious freedom. Wow, as we kick off tonight's live, we already have a new Boxcar member. Marion, welcome aboard the Boxcar, my friend. It's so good to have you as part of our members. Guys, W's in the chat for Marion as we welcome her aboard the Boxcar membership. Oh, it's going to be a good night. We are already kicking things off with a tremendous rally for my movement to hashtag MoveMFM forward. We also have Lucy Cat here with us in the chat. We also have another loyal and dear member, one of our OG Real Housewives of One Man Three Hearts, Drea, is with us this evening. How are you, Drea? Marion, I'm doing well. I'm doing good. I did not have dialysis today, so that's always a good day. I always feel really strong and energetic on non-dialysis days. Tonight's live is sponsored by FiveHeartsMerch.com, Spotlight Victory Series. Please stay tuned because we have a very exciting announcement that we are going to make a little bit later in today's live that you are not going to want to miss. Drea has a little inside behind the scenes information. Drea, one of our Life Coach Club Car members, got that early access to the info last week, Thursday, in our members only exclusive. But we're really excited to be able to share with the rest of you tonight. Now, again, tonight's discussion is around self, priority, and freedom. We're going to talk about prioritizing self, why that is so necessary, and how it can ultimately lead to freedom. Now you might be wondering, well, why did we go with SPF? SPF, and that's because there is a parallel between SPF and prioritizing self-care. You'll very often hear people reminding you, put on your sunscreen. You know, it doesn't matter if it's sunny out, if it's cloudy, go out into the world and make sure that you put your sunscreen on. Protect yourself. And that ties into tonight's discussion because self-care is one of those things that we very often neglect. Even though we know that it's good for us, we know that it's necessary for us to truly benefit and to be healthy, somehow we don't see the value. We put it off or we don't apply it at all. And that could be very dangerous. And it may not be dangerous in the immediate, but certainly in the long term. And that is very similar to prioritizing self-care. You know, you may go a certain amount of time where you neglect yourself, you let yourself fall off, you're not prioritizing your care. And while it may not affect you immediately, it will most certainly have an effect long term. So again, self, priority, and freedom. Drea, exactly. It's all about protection. And again, similar to sunscreen, people will tell you all the time, how many weeks have I been telling you the importance of self-care? Self-care ties into virtually all of the topics that we discuss here on One Man, Three Hearts. And no matter how much I reiterate it, no matter how much I try to stress that, there's still going to be moments where some of us fall off track or we forget that we should be the most important person in our lives and journey. It's part of the human experience. And for whatever reason, we tend to put ourselves last on the priority list when that is completely backwards. We should be putting ourselves at the very top of the list. Now, why does that happen? It could be because we are conditioned to put others first. As a society, we are taught that, we should be looking out for others, trying to help others, to assist people in any way that we can. And so that type of conditioning, especially as we get older, can remain embedded in our subconscious. And then what happens? We end up forgetting about ourselves. We're so busy trying to help everybody else around us, doing for others, making sure that other people are good to go, and then we leave ourselves out. We forget ourselves, or ultimately, after we've done all that, we don't have time for ourselves. And what I want to tell you here tonight is that it's very important that you prioritize yourself, that you put yourself at the top of that list. Girls get hiccups too. Hello, happy Tuesday. I hope that you're having a wonderful week so far, my friend. Miss Ellen Boazard is here with us in the chat. How are you? Damian Cole is with us this evening. How are you, buddy? It's good to see you. And of course, producer Jennifer, always holding it down in our chat. Producer Jennifer says, Members Heart Train Express track tonight. The family rides stronger together on Tuesday. Drea says, I was in a training today, and they shared that if we don't make time for ourselves, we will have to make time for the illness. Ooh, Drea. Now that is very profound. I'm going to read that one more time. So Drea was at a training today, and they shared that if you don't make time for yourselves, you'll have to make time for the illness. That is so poignant and profound. And it's really true. For example, look at me. In the last several months, I was not prioritizing my care in terms of taking the time to recognize what could have been possibly causing my pneumonia. I simply attributed it to the fact that I am on a ventilator and that comes with the territory. But if I had taken the time to look a little bit deeper and to pay attention to the signs that my body was trying to so evidently tell me, I would have recognized that I was fluid overloaded. So, Drea, that is so true. Because I did not take the time to really try to figure out and understand why I was having chronic pneumonia, I had to make time to deal with the illness. And I spent 2 weeks in the hospital as a result. Marion says, I joined the membership to get some inspiration from Christoph as I have been really struggling with myself and mental health. Well, Marion, you have come to exactly the right place. And I'm so excited to be able to help you along your journey. But Marion, I will tell you that the true benefit is in my Life Coach Club card. There, you can be a part of our group life coaching sessions. We actually have a group life coaching session this Thursday coming up as part of our members only exclusive live. But also, you can email me if you're interested in one on one life coaching sessions similar to how Damien is interested. So, again, my email is at oneman3hearts@gmail.com, and I would love nothing more than to help you through your difficult period, to help knock down some of those roadblocks, and get you feeling more like yourself again. Santos! How are you? Santos, it's good to see you. Welcome, welcome, and Santos says, I love you all. Together, we give each other strength and courage. God is in control. Absolutely, my friend. God is in control, but so are we. And it's so important that we recognize that and take control where we are able. And one of those things is prioritizing yourself. Now, another reason why we can tend to put ourselves on the back burner is because of trauma that we have grown up with. Some of us are people pleasers. I definitely have a little bit of that inside of me myself. And sometimes we just don't recognize or see our own value and worth. And one of the things here on One Man Three Hearts that I aim to do with every single content, every single live, every single post is to remind you that every single one of us has worth and value. Every single one of us, whether you realize it or not, has a purpose. You are here for a reason. And the role that you play here on earth is invaluable. And once again, it may not be something that you are aware of or that you're able to see, but I promise you, here on One Man Three Hearts, we will do everything that we can to make you understand just how powerful, strong, and valuable you actually are. Producer Jennifer is letting Marion know you are in the best community for inspiration. Christoph is very articulate and wise. The Heart Train family will not let you down. We love lifting up our tribe. Drop your stresses when you ride. And Santos, speak it louder. We are stronger together. And Santos, proving that point to be very true, lighting up our screen this evening with a beautiful, bright, super sunshine on this beautiful Tuesday night. Guys, W's in the chat for Santos and W's in the chat. Producer Jennifer says, we celebrate you every day. Three hearts and his tiger. Nefarious Monster! My favorite monster in the chat. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Alex and Nyla are here in the chat. Two of our favorite Day One supporters. How are you, Alex? Alex, I want you to know that I did not forget about you. I was planning to answer your email earlier today, and then things just got hectic. The day got away from me. But Alex, I got you. Now, chat, another reason why it's very important that we prioritize ourselves and recognize that we are the most important person on our own individual journeys is because if you don't take care of yourself, you will not be able to help the loved ones and the people around you. Okay? You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you go to try to fill someone else's cup and yours is empty, you're going to have nothing left to give. And so if you truly want to be of value to the people that you care about, the people that you love, the people that mean so much to you, it's important that you take care of yourself so that you can be in optimal health and in a place where you have enough to give of yourself to others, to be able to share, to be able to pour from your cup into others. And so that's something that I try to remind people of because for whatever reason, if people look at it that way, if they're able to shift their perspective, then it kind of makes the light bulb go off. And then because they really, truly, genuinely want to be able to help those around them, they will do what they have to focus on their own health and well-being. Ryan, how are you, Ryan? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the chat. Again, chat, we have a very exciting announcement coming up a little later in tonight's live. So I hope that you'll stick around because you are not going to want to miss this exciting news. Drea said, I also used to think it was selfish to think of myself even to the point I thought I was holding certain people back. But actually, they were holding me back because I have things to do. I got things to do. Drea, that is so excellent, and thank you. That's a great segue into my next point. A lot of people feel the way that Drea felt. They think that it is selfish to look after themselves, or they feel guilty about taking time to take care of themselves, especially when they have other people that are depending on them. That could be a spouse, that could be your children, that could be siblings, could be family, friends, your community, your coworkers. And so then you end up convincing yourself that you don't want to let them down, or you don't want them to think that you are being selfish. And so you leave yourself out of it. You tell yourself, okay, listen, I can always get to me. It's better that I prioritize other people first. And while I understand that frame of thinking, it can potentially be very toxic. I have a very good friend of mine who I was just talking to about this weekend. I actually texted him earlier and I said, how ironic. My live tonight is about prioritizing self. And I really hoped that he would join because that is something that he's been struggling with. He has been assisting people in his community, taking time out to help various people, older people, people with sickness and disability, which is a very beautiful thing. But he also expressed to me that, Chris, at the end of it, I find that I never have time for myself. I rarely have time to do the things that I want to do and the things that I enjoy. And while, again, that's very beautiful that he is giving so much of himself to be able to help others, there has to be a balance. And that was something that we touched upon in Sunday's live, right? The balance between having your heart and your mind be aligned. For any of you that have missed our previous lives and would like to check them out, you can go back and watch in our One Man, Three Hearts Alive Lives playlist. I will advise that you activate the live chat replay when you watch because that really helps for you to follow along with your fellow Heart Train passengers' comments, but also to feel like you're watching in real time. Oh, Alex, I love you guys too. Thank you so much for that sweet message. Producer Jennifer is giving big virtual hugs to our ghost Unspeakable. says, hope you are awesome and catching up on all things good. Ghost, we are sending you lots of love, buddy. And Levithia, our middle spoon as well. We hope that you're feeling good. Nyla and Alex say the best way to fill back up your cup is to chill in Christoph and producer Jennifer's lives. Marion says, I find it difficult not to feel guilty at receiving in my transplant when so many of my patient friends were dying. Marion, that is called survivor's guilt. And that is completely normal, especially as a transplant recipient. I have felt that myself. I have lost a lot of dear friends in the transplant community. But Marion, that also comes with understanding your worth and value and realizing that, Marion, you deserve to survive. You deserve to thrive. And while I completely understand your feelings of guilt, just know that that special, miraculous gift was meant for you. And it's okay to recognize that you are blessed. It's okay to accept that beautiful gift and understand that it was meant for you. And you never know, Marion. You may have received that gift because you are called to a higher purpose, similar to how I am. Ghost, there you are, answering the call. Ghost, we're so happy to see you. We hope that all is well, buddy. Ronald Banks, welcome to tonight's live stream, Ronald. How are you, my friend? For those of you that are new and just joining us for the first time, my name is Christoph. It's so nice to meet you. We go live every single day here on One Man Three Hearts. We actually have a live schedule, One Man Three Hearts YouTube live streaming and beaming, posted in our community post section of the home screen. Miss Ellen Boazard says, I always take a couple hours after work to unwind before bed. I people all day and definitely need my me time. Yes, Ellen, yes, yes, yes. I refer to that as your social battery running out. Your social battery is just depleted. And that's why it's important to listen to your body, listen to your heart, but also listen to your mind. And if you're starting to feel overwhelmed, you're starting to feel like things are just too much, that is your sign to kind of take a time out, to pause, to regroup, unwind, collect yourself, and then get back in the game once you're good and ready. Nia, welcome, Nia. How are you? Happy Tuesday. I hope that you're having a great week so far. First Amendment is here with us tonight. Welcome back, buddy. First Amendment, it's so good to see you. Welcome back. Ellen says, oh yes, I definitely know when I've had enough. And that's good. That's good to know your body, know your limits. And that's also another point that I want to make. Boundaries. Boundaries are, Boundaries are the gates to protecting your sanity and your peace. It's so important to be able to set boundaries. It's so important to know when to say no, because that will leave room for your yeses, the things that you really, truly want to engage in and be a part of. And it's also very important that you recognize and pay attention to what makes you happy, what lights your soul on fire, what truly brings you comfort and joy, because that ultimately will lead to your freedom. And when I say freedom, I'm talking about freedom in terms of your soul, your mind, true, authentic happiness. And that can only be achieved by embracing who you genuinely are and sharing that with the world. Marianne, lighting up our chat with a bright yellow super, saying sending love and blessings your way. Marion, thank you. Thank you so, so much. Guys, W's in the chat for Marion. W's in the chat. Nia says, may God bless you. You're such a beautiful soul. Nia, God bless you too. You are such a beautiful soul as well. It takes one to know one, my friend. As producer Jennifer always reminds us, together we are stronger. And together we will be victorious. Chat, we have 16 likes. 16 likes. Let's keep that going. Double tap your screens. You can hit the top right corner. Three-dot drop-down menu. Like and thumbs up the live. Producer Jennifer says, Marion takes a seat on the boxcar and immediately fuels the heart train. W for your generosity. Virtual hugs. Chat, we have a very exciting announcement coming up in just a few minutes. I really can't wait to share this one with you guys. We are going to have such an exciting and victorious ride this summer. Trust me when I tell you, you're not going to want to miss this. Also, this weekend is our Make It a Movie Night weekend, where all of our channel members will have the opportunity to enjoy our short documentary. It started with the heart, a Sugar Beach Digital production distributed by DocuMarket on Vimeo for free using a watch code. This weekend, Make It a Movie weekend, all channel members of One Man Three Hearts will be able to enjoy It Started with a Heart, my short documentary, produced by Sugar Beach Digital, with a free watch code. Alex says, I've been running on empty lately. Everybody always expects me to be okay so I can make them okay. They don't realize there comes a point when I'm too much not okay to keep pretending. I don't know how to tell them that though. Alex, you just tell them. Trust me when I tell you that it's okay. And they will understand. And those that do not understand, that is a red flag for you to eliminate them. Because everybody should be empathetic and understanding that sometimes we need a pause. Sometimes we need a timeout. Emmanuel, can I have some water? Sorry guys, my voice is going out again. Ryan, happy Tuesday, buddy. Happy Tuesday. Yes! Producer Jennifer said perfectly. Alex, they have to put you on their to-do list. Angela, hello. How are you? That's okay, honey. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Thank you. No is definitely a whole sentence. No always means no in reference to boundaries. Yes, yes, Ellen, absolutely. And producer Jennifer, that's something that she will remind me. She says, Chris, it's okay to say no. No is an answer also. Because I have a very difficult time as I've shared experiences that I've had with producer Jennifer where it's been difficult for me to put up my boundaries or to just say no. That's not something I'm comfortable with. Instead, I just retreat into my shell and go to silence, and that is not the way to handle things. Alex says, yes, I get it. When it's Nyla, he needs me. I will put him before me forever. But when it is someone who can do it and just takes the easy way and uses me, I'm not cool with that. Alex, and you should not be. You definitely should not be. Don't let people walk all over you, and do not let people take advantage of you. When you prioritize self, and when you feed your soul, and do the things that truly make you happy, the things that allow you to truly feel alive, that is the key to freedom. That is the key to truly living and enjoying life to the fullest. And so, with that, I have a very exciting announcement to share. We have a very exceptional, miraculous Spotlight Victory guest who will be joining us as of April 24th. Our special Spotlight Victory guest, a true hero and victorious human being in every sense of the word, Ms. Helene Neville. My apologies. Miss Helene Neville will be joining us April 24th to kick off a very victorious ride this summer. Helene is a nurse, an author, and also a superb athlete. She is a runner. Helene is also a 4-time cancer survivor, which makes her journey even more miraculous and astounding. Helene will be joining us next Thursday evening for a special Spotlight Victory episode where she will be sharing her victorious journey with us. We'll learn more about her incredible story, how she ran across the perimeter of the continental U.S. in just 93 days. We'll also learn about how she traveled across the entire 50 states of the U.S. And we will be joining her on her next victorious race on May 1st, as she will be the first woman to ever run across Canada. And we will be right there with her at the starting line. On May 1st, now we will be going live a little bit early because her run starts at 8 a.m. her time. So we'll be going live at approximately 9 a.m. here on One Man Three Hearts. We'll be starting with Helene at the starting line. We'll be cheering her on throughout the duration of her run. Now, her run is expected to take about 3 months, and we're planning to join her sporadically throughout her journey, at least once a month here on One Man Three Hearts, and go live on her run. And then finish up the run with her and be there at the finish line to support and congratulate her. Again, you are not going to want to miss this. when I tell you that just speaking with her, seeing her website, and hearing more about her journey and story, I have been absolutely blown away, and I've been so excited. Producer Jennifer and I both have been so excited to welcome her here on One Man, Three Hearts as part of the Heart Train family, and to really shine a spotlight on her amazing, miraculous story. It truly is something to behold. And so I'm going to need every single one of you to please help me in welcoming Helene, showing her lots of love, giving her full support, especially as she embarks on this next race. Speaker, author, runner, cancer survivor, four-time cancer survivor, and overall unstoppable mission of love. That's right, producer Jennifer is sharing with the chat that she is the first woman ever to run across Canada. An exclusive live for One Man, Three Heart subscribers. May 1st, that's going to be a morning live. We are going to be with Helene at the starting line, and we are going to cheer her on. Helene is going to be turning 65 years young this summer. How incredible is that? And she is still living life to the fullest and running her heart out. She is a true shining example of strength, resilience, tenacity, the spirit to never ever give up, and to push yourself beyond your limits. Helene is a true example of self, priority, and freedom on the open road. There's so many beautiful and exciting details about Helene's remarkable story that we cannot wait to dive into again next Thursday, April 24th. We're going to be live to really get more into the details of Helene's influential story. Staying off the grid is with us. How are you, buddy? Tonya Davis. Yes. Yes. You guys are going to be astounded. I'm telling you. And, to have somebody else with such a will to live here on the channel, it really embodies everything that One Man, Three Hearts stands for. And like I said, I'm very thrilled to be able to share Helene's journey with you guys. Producer Jennifer says V is for victorious. Life with Helene Neville and Christophe Lafontaine. Guys, check out Helene's website, heleneneville.com. Get your questions ready for April 24th. Spotlight Victory, 9 p.m. together. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a really exciting one. When I tell you my jaw was on the floor, and listen, because of what I've been through, I am not easily astounded or taken aback the way I was when I heard Helene's story. And it really is truly something that you guys are going to be so inspired by. You see the power of living out your purpose, living out your dream, doing things that excite you, things that bring you joy. That is exactly what Helene and I both try to do in our day to day. You see, and I really feel that yes, we were not dealt the easiest hand, and life comes with a lot of challenges. Helene, even right now, is taking things day to day as she prepares for her race. As a four-time cancer survivor, she has to check in with her medical team. She has to get a number of testing and blood work done to clear her before her incredible journey. And yet she still shows up. She still has such a bright and positive spirit. And I really believe wholeheartedly that that is what carry people like us through. That's what helps us to get to the other side of all of that pain and struggle. The mind. And I tell you this all the time, the mind is super powerful. And our mind, as long as we have the right mindset, the right attitude, and we have that correct perspective of life, everything else will fall into place. The mind carries the body. You know, you've seen plenty of examples of when people have been down and out and exhausted and they feel like they can't go not one more inch. And yet, if they are powerful in their mind, they will make it just by giving themselves a little pep talk, reminding themselves, yes, I got this. Yes, I can do this. You will muster up just enough to push you over. Sweetest dreams, Marianne. Have a good night. And I look forward to seeing you again. We're going to be live tomorrow, Dialysis and Dialogue, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We go live every single day. So, Marianne, I can't wait to see you again. And don't forget to mark your calendars. Set your alarms for April 24th with Helene Neville, as well as May 1st. It's going to be an absolutely exceptional, live, very exclusive here on One Man, Three Hearts. And we would love to have you be a part of this amazing journey. Again, we're going to be with Helene all summer. Her run across Canada will take approximately 3 months, and we're going to be periodically checking in with her live. It's going to be an awesome, victorious ride that you're not going to want to miss. Set those notifications to all, baby. Hit up that homepage, One Man, Three Hearts. Set your notifications to all so that you don't miss out on any of the amazing events that we have in store. Marianne, correct. Guys, we have the free code this weekend for all channel members. So if you have not seen our short documentary, It Started with the Heart, you'll be able to do so this weekend for free using the watch code as a channel member. Drea said she is running forward. Yes! Emmanuel? Sorry guys, I gotta reposition. My booty hurts. Can you just put my legs down for me? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Hey, can I have a sip of that water? Thank you. Producer Jennifer, letting the chat know we will have the scenery, the journey, and the victory right here all summer. It's gonna be so cool. And trust me, guys, I have spoken to Helene a number of times now. She is such a sweetheart. You guys are going to fall in love with her. Trust me. Our Spotlight Victory guests never disappoint. And Helene is going to blow your socks off. Alex says, hey Chris, I have a question. Excuse me. I was wondering if I could ask. I'm not sure if it's appropriate to ask, but I just don't know who else to ask at this point. Feel free to not answer if you're uncomfortable. Alex, would you prefer to email me then? If you're unsure if it's appropriate, then I probably would go with email. Just to be safe, buddy. KS in the chat. How are you, KS? What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday, everybody. And welcome to One Man, Three Hearts. Tonight's live is sponsored by 5heartsmerch.com, our Spotlight Victory series. We have a very special Spotlight Victory guest, April 24th, Helene Neville. Helene Neville. So please join us, guys. Also, check out our merchandise website at 5heartsmerch.com. The quick link is in the bio. Be sure to check it out. We have plenty of awesome styles, designs, and colors for you to choose from up on our website. Go out into the world and represent for One Man, Three Hearts, but also help me in my movement to hashtag move myofibrillar myopathy. Alex says just appropriate for YouTube standards. Gotcha, gotcha. Happy poop happens on One Man, Three Hearts. Drea following it up with a very generous makeup brush. We have officially activated our YouTube bonus. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Drea. W's in the chat for Drea with the back-to-back rubies. Back-to-back. And we got one more member. We got one more member. And we got one more super. We got one more super. Drea, I see. I've never seen the happy poop before. I've never seen the makeup brush before. We love a happy poop on the One Man, Three Hearts Heart Train. And guys, we have 25 likes already. Guys, let's keep that going. Double tap your screens, hit the top right corner, 3-dot drop down menu. We love to see the power of 5 in the chat. So chat, who is going to do me that favor and go out into the world and put on your SPF, self, priority, and freedom? I want you to go out into the world and never forget that. Put on your SPF every single day. Literally, and also yourself, priority to lead to freedom. You see, I myself, I am doing everything I can to prioritize myself right now because I know that in order for the heart train to move forward, for One Man, Three Hearts to continue to spread and expand my movement and mission to hashtag MoveMFM, I have to be good. I have to take care of myself. Yes, the train is inclusive of everyone, and I intend for my legacy to live on far beyond my physical vessel. But I know that while I'm still here, in order to truly make a difference, to really leave a mark and an impact, I have to do everything that I can to take care of and prioritize myself. You know, that is being in compliance with everything that my medical doctors would like me to do. Taking my medication on time, we saw how that turned out when I didn't do so back in 2004. Being compliant with dialysis, everything from my nutrition, my diet, to the fluid restrictions, all of those are so important. And as I talked about in the fall, if I had paid more attention to what was going on with me physically, I could have, as Drea mentioned, avoided having to deal with the illness. I am on the road to financial freedom, but I'm also on the road to freedom in terms of my health, being able to feel good, and being able to enjoy. Chad, I'm just going to take a couple minutes to take my 10 p.m. meds. I'm going to prioritize myself right now so that I can have the freedom to continue to live and enjoy life. So please just give me a couple minutes. That would be a great time to check out Helene's website, heleneneville.com, as well as the support links in the bio description of my homepage. Alright, guys, just give me a couple minutes. I'll drink it. Good. Marion, you're so funny. Andrea said, Marion, I thought you left. And Marion said, so did I. Marion, that was really sweet of you. You know, we've noticed that a lot of our Heart Train passengers here on One Man Three Hearts have a difficult time pulling themselves away. It's kind of like Velcro. You know, we just pull you in with our love. More like a grandma of One Man Three Hearts. Marion, everybody here is young at heart. And trust me when I tell you that when you guys see Helene next week, she's gonna make you feel like you can run through a wall. Okay, and those of you that are of a certain age, you're not even gonna think twice about your age. Let me tell you, she is going to redefine When they say age is just a number, huh? You'll see. You'll see. You guys ain't ready. You're not ready. I'm telling you. The only way to be ready is to set those notifications, to set your alarms. We have a community post that is going up tomorrow, okay, with all the information. And then on the 24th, we'll give you more details about the upcoming run, what to expect. You know, Helene will share with you some of her tips, the things that she does to prepare, especially as a 4-time cancer survivor. It's really going to be so exciting and wonderful to share. Producer Jennifer, that's right. And we're going to hit it. Oh, I have so many goals to hit for your birthday. Almost at 21 million views. Share One Man Three Hearts YouTube channel. Let's hit that target of 21 million for June 2023. That's right. Grandmas are real housewives too. We don't discriminate here. We do not. Notifications on and set to all. Don't miss One Man Three Hearts lives. Alright, chat, so you know what time it is. This is the time when I turn it over to you. What will you be actively doing to try to prioritize self to ultimately get to your version of victory and freedom? What are some of the things? Please don't be shy. I invite you to only share what you're comfortable with sharing, of course. But please, we love to hear from you in the chat. Let us know at least one action that you plan to take to prioritize self and to get you to freedom. For me, I'm working towards both emotional freedom and financial freedom. Now, what I mean by emotional freedom is that when you are aligned in your life and you have things in order, when you have certain things in place, what that then does is it eliminates a great deal of stress and anxiety. You see, for me personally, as I've shared with you guys, one thing that I struggle with is procrastination, putting things off, sometimes getting a little bit lazy and feeling like, oh, I could do that later. But that only lets me feel so much more stressed out. That leads to me having a lot of anxiety, and I've noticed that since I've tried to put steps in place recently to get myself a little bit more organized. You know, I try to give myself those pep talks. When I notice that I'm slipping back, I say, Chris, don't do it. Chris, you know you're going to pay the price for this later. Get on it now. You'll be so much happier if you get this done. Then later you can relax in peace. You can have the freedom to just enjoy without worrying, without being stressed out. So that's what I talk about what I mean when I talk about emotional freedom. And then financial freedom is just self-explanatory. You know, I don't want, especially with my parents in their older age, they're so worried about how someone like me is going to be able to sustain and take care of myself. And so I would like to alleviate and give them that emotional freedom, not to worry about me and know that, you know, Christoph's got this. And I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to work hard. I'm willing to make sacrifices where necessary. I'm willing to push myself beyond the limits while still making sure to take care of myself and rest when necessary. But I believe with every fiber of my being that I have what it takes to create a very successful and meaningful career. You know, not only to be able to take care of myself financially, but to truly leave a mark and a resounding impact on the world. for generations to come. Something that my family, my nieces and nephews can all be proud of, a legacy that they can just talk about with pride. Green Gatsby, how are you? Ah, Green, I missed you too, buddy. I missed you too. It's good to have you back in the chat. Welcome to our Quadfather Keynote message. Green, we have a special Spotlight Victory guest joining us next week, the 24th of April. Helene Neville. Green, I definitely would love for you to come back with that, to see that. Green says, I always love seeing you live. You are truly an inspiration with your words. Thank you for giving us. Oh, that's so nice of you. Alex, please email me, and I'm going to send you the link to upgrade your membership should you choose, because I think you could really benefit from joining us in the group life coaching club car. Marion says, my action is to go out for a coffee later on today, as I haven't left the house except for hospital appointments, so I haven't been anywhere since August 2023. Oh, wow. Marion, yes. Listen, you don't have to go anywhere crazy, but just go somewhere where you can just perhaps sit outside if the weather is nice, connect with nature, ground yourself a little bit. All of those things, I think that's a great action to have. Alex, we are sending you lots of love, buddy. Alex, so that is one of our membership tiers, and the Life Coach Club car is where I offer my life coaching sessions, but in a group setting. So you're actually able to get and take advantage of my life coaching certification for near like more than a fraction of the price. My one-on-one coaching is much more in comparison, so it's the best value for your dollar. We're actually having a group life coaching session. This Thursday is our members only exclusive. So once a month, you get an hour of coaching, but in a group setting. So whoever else is in that car joins as well. Mrs. G, one of our parlor car members joining us this evening. How are you, Mrs. G? It's good to see you. Mrs. G, by the way, feel free to rewatch last week's members only exclusive live, because as a parlor car member, you'll be able to watch that one. So it was exclusive to our parlor car members and higher. So I just want you to know, Mrs. G, just in case you're interested so you don't miss out. Okay, Drea was with us last week, and there's some really exciting information only for our parlor car and above. Nyla, so it's exactly set up like this, but it would only be a few of you in the chat. Ellen says, I'm not gonna lie, I sang one more member when I joined the parlor car. I love it, Ellen. I love it. Mary Richards, hello, honey. Hello, hello. Exactly. Producer Jennifer says, the Life Coach Club car is a more intimate setting. You can join month by month and have access to all the lower tiers. Mrs. G, I'm great. I am feeling so wonderful. I am definitely feeling more like myself again. I'm so happy to have resolved this chronic pneumonia issue, because that was really weighing me down. I almost underestimated just how much because I wake up every single day now ready to crush it and go out there and hashtag move MFM, baby. Good. Green Gatsby says, I wish I could join the membership, but money is very tight. Still so much love to you. Green, thank you so much. And Green, we recognize that, which is why we have varying membership tiers starting at just 99 cents. So we really have tried to make it affordable for everybody so that everybody could join on some level and also support the movement. But I totally hear you, Green. The memberships will be here when you're ready, when the time is right, and you can join at any level that you prefer. Marion says, thought I might go to a nudist. Oh, I promise that was a coincidence. A nudist beach. Marion, I'm with you. I've never been. I was always too shy, too self conscious about my body. But you know, YOLO. Uh, Alex says, you guys don't realize how much this live means to me and my siblings. Chris gives me motivation to keep going. He's always so kind and uplifting. Alex, you do the same. Listen, we do it for each other, buddy. And we are so happy and honored to have you here as part of the Heart Train family on One Man, Three Hearts. Marion says, Green Gatsby, I'd gladly gift you a membership if there's a way to do it. Marion, while that is so incredibly generous, unfortunately, gifted memberships are selected at random by YouTube. So they pull from any one of our 46,000 subscribers. Guys, what did I tell you? Whenever I take my meds, there's like this residual pulp after like 10 minutes. 10-10, chat. 10-10, everybody. As we wrap up tonight, let's set our intentions that we are going to prioritize ourselves, that we are going to take care of ourselves, that we're going to be kinder to ourselves, that we're going to speak kinder to ourselves, that we're not going to place limits on ourselves, and that we're going to do everything that we can to move forward in positivity, good health, happiness, success, prosperity, abundance, and loving life. Remember, guys, you are worth it. You deserve it. Yes, Lativia. Yes, Lativia. Thank you. Thank you. She seconds that. Lativia is saying, guys, you are worth it. You deserve happiness. You deserve freedom. You deserve to enjoy every bit of your life. Please hang in there. Please keep pushing forward. She's a slut mess. W's in the chat for slut. Always making a grand entrance. That is a real housewife of One Man, Three Hearts if I've ever seen one. Marion says, neither have I, Christoph. I live in Scotland. Marion, I live in Jersey. And you know what? Maybe we need to find somewhere to go. Slot Mess has renewed her boxcar membership for another 8 months. She said, what? I want to be here when Helene Neville goes on that historic run. I want to be a member. I want all the exclusive content. That's what Slotness said. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for she's a slot mess. Beep up up ba da boo. Oh, Slotmess says, oh, it's forever. This is a forever kind of love. This is forever, baby. Slot mess. Guys, we love a rejoin. Producer Jennifer, as we were going through the membership, every time we see that rejoin, ooh, it lights us up. Oh my gosh, the tingles that I get. And then when I see an upgrade, oh my gosh. Like I promise you, sometimes when I see an upgrade, I feel like I could get up and run alongside Helene. I really do. I feel like, oh my gosh, now I'm ready to hashtag move MFM. Literally. Oh, she's a slot mess. Listen, I know. I know the kind of girly you are, okay? I have seen your shoe collection, so I know you ain't going nowhere without your swagger. Your digital swagger is with you to stay. Alan, please. You know, although sometimes I have to say Lativia, she really is just trying to like hype me up. So I have to like know the difference between her alarms. But for the most part, she doesn't know when to hush. Producer Jennifer says, I love you guys. Oh, my tiger teeth are smiling. Those pearly whites just glistening. Ellen, oh, I love it. I love it. I'm so glad. All right, so by a show of hands, of emoji hands, who is going to set their notifications so they do not miss out on Helene's awesome inspirational Spotlight Victory episode next week, live Thursday nights. And let me see those hand emojis. As a matter of fact, let me see a runner emoji. Let me see a running emoji. If you're going to be joining us to see Helene Neville next week. Guys, in the meantime, check out her website. I'm going to put that link in the community post tomorrow. All right, I want you guys to show some love on that post tomorrow as well. I'm going to need you guys to come out the gate. Don't let me down. Okay? I've been hyping up the Heart Train. Don't disappoint me. We got to show up and show out. All right, Heart Train? We got to get behind Helene. This is a historic run that's about to happen. Okay? And we all want to be part of history. Especially as we shine a spotlight on her tremendous victory. Guys, again, it's such a heartfelt, miraculous story. One of survival, one of resilience, tenacity, everything that we stand for here on One Man, Three Hearts. And I cannot wait to share that with all of you guys. You know, I want you guys to see what true spirit can do, what that powerful mindset, the places that it can take you. You know, and I want you to know that I'm not just a one-off, that there are so many other victorious warriors out there in the world that embody exactly this frame of mind. And hopefully, you know, it can be a little contagious and you guys can implement it into your own journeys as well. That's the point, you know, is to remind you that we all have strength that lives inside of us. We all have that power and that will to succeed. It's just a matter of tapping into it, knowing how to access it, and letting it shine bright and free. Alex is going to be here. Slotmess is going to be here. Miss Ellen Boazart is going to be here. Producer Jennifer, of course, is going to be right at the starting line. Drea's going to be here. The better to eat you with, my dear. Alright, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope that you were encouraged, if just a little bit, to prioritize yourself on your road to freedom. And I really hope that you will all set your notifications, set your alarms so that you don't miss out on April 24th. Special Spotlight Victory guest, inspirational, victorious warrior Helene Neville. Sending you guys lots of love. Before we head out, I need you guys to please help me to shower producer Jennifer with some love. Tiger emojis in the chat. W's for our producer of One Man Three Hearts platforms, co-conductor and creator of the Heart Train, marketing strategist, the genius behind One Man Three Hearts platforms, our moderator that holds it down in all of our chats. Guys, tiger emojis, W's for producer Jennifer Cascardo. Alex, I love you. Have a good night. I hope the anniversary wasn't too tough. And be sure to email me, buddy, oneman3hearts@gmail.com. Good night, guys. Save the date. Emmanuel, I love you all so much. Self, priority, and freedom. SPF. Put on your SPF every single day. Can you just wipe my nose for me real quick? Bye, guys. Have a great, great night. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Bye. Sweet dreams.